As a liberal white Guardian reading male, I don't believe in stereotypes, but I was in America. I was in a deli, and this woman turned to me who had a very bad case of, "Hello, I'm as big as a speedboat." And she said, "So, I had cancer." And I said, "Hello." And most people, when they get cancer, they lose weight, but I gained 40 pounds. And I was so British in that moment, I just said, "Well done, you." Why do the British, more specifically the English, have a reputation for being polite? If you check history, weren't we the biggest bunch of fuckers that ever walked the face of the earth? I think there's just something inherently impolite about world rape. Unless you just do it in a really extraordinarily polite way. Thank you very much for having us. We love what you've done with the country, and we're very pleased to say we'll take it. It's not for sale. Oh, I do beg your pardon. I'm terribly awfully sorry about this. What did I say? What I meant to say was, we'll take it. I'm dreadfully, terribly, awfully, terribly, excuse me, please, thank you about this, but I appear to have set fire to your family. I get accosted by a lot of stealth lunatics. Does anyone know what I mean by a stealth lunatic? I don't mean the obvious ones. I don't mean the ones that have been to the lunatic store and got the lunatic paraphernalia, not the guys in a bin bag with their cock out asking a bin what time the bus is coming. I don't mean the show-offs. I'm talking about the people that look and sound completely normal, and then they say something and you realise they've got their mind on backwards. It happened to me on a train once. This chap sat next to me and he said, "Hello." And I'm friendly. I said, "Hello." And he said, "Is your food nice?" And I said, "I'm not eating anything." And an alarm bell should have gone off then, I'll admit. I've got 2 bits of advice for my children when they arrive, the poor little fuckers. The first bit of advice is don't trust pigeons. The second bit of advice is don't do jury service drunk. I did jury service drunk. I did it still drunk from the night before. Drinkers among you will know that feeling. It's the morning you wake up and you miss your own head with the shampoo. And here's a little legal tidbit for you. Judges don't like drunk jurors. You're not supposed to shout objection. You're not supposed to take the evidence out of the bag and go, "I did it!" What do you mean, order? I'll have a bag of Doritos and a Lucasade. And they don't appreciate how hilarious you find a man in a wig, either. If you've never been to Brixton, imagine the scene in Oliver when all the women take to the streets in bonnets and go, "Any milk today, mistress? Any milk today?" And change the word milk for smack. And that's pretty much Brixton. It's got so bad in Brixton now that when you walk in the tube during rush hour, everything just sort of... They play classical music over the tannoy, presumably so that everyone just sort of calms the fuck down. So you go in and it's kind of, "La la la la, don't kill anyone." You go in and it's kind of, "Please don't punch me in the face, or shoot my arms, or rape my legs. Everything is going to be just fine. So please calm down. Don't hit a child, or mug a dog, or steal a Twix, or smoke some crack, or shoot the trains. If you just get on the train and don't do crime, that will be fine." I went in there once. Oh, please don't. Oh, please. This is so embarrassing. I want to thank my mother and my father. I went in there once, and whoever had the CD or whatever didn't have the remit, obviously, and Ride of the Valkyries was playing as we walked through the concourse. Dun, da, 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 da. People were walking, setting fire to their own hair, punching each other. Old women were stealing magazines and rubbing them all over their breasts. Babies were throwing themselves down escalators. It was fucking brilliant. What I want to know is, why is poor people's rubbish so much more expensive than everyone else's? Let me just qualify that. Outside a rich person's house, you rarely see any rubbish. If there is any rubbish, it's a discarded butler. It's an unwanted fountain. Outside middle-class people's houses, there are wheelie bins full of crisps and slippers, things like this. Outside the poorest people's houses, at the poorest end of the scale, there are fridges, cookers, car chassis, three-piece suites. I think I know why you're poor. You're throwing all your stuff away.